The following is a paid preview for a game seeking funding on Kickstarter. The product seen here is a work in progress and subject to change during the duration of the project. Hey everyone, it's Ferdinand the Cardboard Stacker. So I've been thinking recently about wizards in stories and games is that they always want to be on top. So in this next game I'm previewing, Heirs of the Wizard King, you can just do that. You are an apprentice wizard and someone has killed the king and now you're trying to be on the top and beat all the wizards you can. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at Heirs of the Wizard King. In Heirs of the Wizard King, you are one of the chosen apprentices who are studying under the Wizard King. As your training begins, a black wizard kills the Wizard King to attempt an evil ritual. Now you must master the art of magic on your own to stop the black wizard and best your fellow apprentices. The goal in this game is to be the first to complete a number of chains and outrace the black wizard before he completes his chains. On your turn, you may play a card and do its effect, use an ability, or use a card to level up your ability. When you learn an ability, move your token up 1 by the same color, then you will also have an option to use that ability. An ability's power will be equal to its level. Then you may try to complete your chain of cards. You may start a chain with any card, then add any card from your hand to the next card in the chain that matches it, either by color or by number. You can now play any more cards in your chain that you're able to score with. When a chain is complete, it is discarded and you move your score up by 1. Once you complete a number of chains determined by number of players, you win. Before ending your turn, draw cards and deal 1 card to the black wizard. If it's a match, it's put onto the chain and the black wizard scores. If the black wizard scores 7 chains, it's game over for the players unless they beat him to it. Now let's go through the 6 magic abilities that can be found in the game. Red is healing. It allows you to take cards from the discard pile. Orange is burn. This kind of magic discards cards from chains and in hand, yours or other players. Yellow is lore, and it helps you draw more cards. Green is grow. This one completes chains. Blue is web. It returns cards from chains to the top of the deck. And violet is prior, which shuffles your hand to the deck in exchange for a new one. Also note that each type of magic has a Lord version, which is a much more powerful and little different version of its type. So before we get into the deeper part of the review, I just want to say that there is a new rule that has been added into this game, and that is the Black Wizard now has other things to do. Instead of just giving him cards and seeing if he completes any chains, now any card he's given will have a effect. It's the very similar effect to any of the player characters of what they could use, or what colors they can use, what ability they can use. But now the black wizard can do this, and it can just be wreak havoc. So this is what's called hard mode in the game. Now to begin, Heirs of the Wizard King is a very unique card system, I have to say. You're drawing cards and then you're playing their abilities and then putting on the chain. So it's this thing of, yes, I want to play this ability so I can get more cards, or I can find more cards, and also keep some cards out so you can complete chains. And of course, this is a race kind of game where you're racing against other players, and even the game system itself, the Black Wizard. You have to play those cards in a strategic way in order to best yourself and hopefully get to the top before anyone else does. Now, the thing I have to say about the Black Wizard and the new mode they added in, first of all, you can play the basic game as the easy mode of the game first, and it's pretty basic. You can think the Black Wizard there is more of a timer instead of, because he's not actually just touching, he's just gaining cards and that's it. But in the hard mode, where the Black Wizard does have something, it keeps you more on your toes a bit, and I do like that a lot. So this added little mechanism in the game that doesn't add too much to the game is something I really do like in the game now. Now, talking about main strategies in the game, there is really one. That's just either play the card that is higher than your ability that the level is, or play the card to raise your level, and then you still get the ability. So that's really much it. For the effects, it just comes up when you just need to use them. So usually any of the cards that affect the other players and even the Black Wizard, you just have to use them when you need to. And then with the other cards, just keep gathering more cards so you can complete chains. Now, there's not really a big difference between 2, 3, or 4 players, and that's actually okay because the game is very simple enough, and the only thing that's really changed is the number change you have to complete, including the Black Wizard. Now, dude, the last thing I just want to point out is the theme itself. I mean, the theme of the Wizard's fine, but the game is pretty much abstract. It's more of a mechanical kind of game where you're just trying to look through cards, draw more cards, and trying to slow down your opponent. So that's pretty much it. Now, as for my final impressions of the game, I originally was going to give it an okay, but after playing the Black Wizard mode several times, I tend to like the game a bit more. I think it added a bit more chaos into the game, but it doesn't really affect it. The game is actually really short, and the basic game itself, it was just a little stale, but the Black Wizard mode does give it a bit more oomph and a bit more exciting in the game. That's why I am going to bump it up to a good rating, and it's something that you go ahead and check out. That is Heirs of the Wizard King. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos on board and card games. This is the Cardboard Stacker, and remember to keep on stacking games.